Hello, welcome to my channel. If you don't know me and you just stumbled upon my videos for the first time, my name is Alyssa. I'm an artist from Perth, Western Australia. And today I wanted to show you a couple of process videos, just a few things I've been doing, just a few bits and bobs. I'm going to show you what I was working on, kind of like a show and tell. So this is, I gotta hold it up. This is my spiral bound, it's kind of cheap, spiral bound A3 visual art diary. And hello, Stewie. It's my dog. He's coming to say hello. And I worked on just like an intuitive painting in this one using charcoal to start with. So the charcoal kind of got me in the mojo, I guess, and I was kind of surprised at what came out, really. And yeah, it was just very intuitive. And so I'll show you the process of that. And I guess I've been a little bit interested in how different materials, how different materials sort of give you a different feeling and sort of produce a different, I guess, intention when you work with them, like messy as opposed to just really pencils and paper where you're sort of sitting down and you're quite stationary. So yeah, that's been really interesting to me, just how different things get pulled out of you with different materials. So I work on that. And then this was today. Today was a really beautiful day. We had so this morning I spent the whole morning out in the studio, really, and the weather was perfect for it. The weather is perfect for it. It's still only early afternoon, and I had a couple of paintings kicking around that were half finished, or only I just started them, kind of a thing. And so it was this one, which was based on sort of my walks around Egret Point, which is in Mandurah, and just the estuary and boats and the wildlife that's around there. It's quite lovely. And concurrent to that, I worked on this intuitive painting just on a board, and they're very, very different in style, and I guess that I found that quite interesting, going between the two of them. Yeah, so I'm really quite happy with this one. This was mixed media, so it's kind of got a few layers on it already. And I started off like with oil pastels and oil sticks, and painted acrylic over the top of that, which you're not meant to do, but I did. So anyway, yeah, I'm not 100% happy at all with the first one. I think I'll probably keep working on it, and the same with this one. I don't know, I might sit with it for a little while and see. Sometimes you have to do that. Sometimes you've got to sit with paintings and see where they're going to go, if they go anywhere at all, and it's all part of the process, I feel. So anyway, I hope that you enjoy. I'd love to hear if you do like follow along and paint something or create something while I'm in the background. I'd love to hear about what you guys are creating. It's just lovely to, I don't know, just to be able to share. I feel like that's a big part of the artistic process, is the sharing and putting it all on the table, I guess, for all of us to enjoy and absorb as well. Anyway, I'll see you next time, and I hope you enjoy the video, and please like and share. Bye. It's always interesting for me to look back on these just to see where things go, and just remembering my headspace at the time and how freeing it felt to use a really smudgy and messy medium, and just what lines sort of emerge. I mean, the whole focus, or the whole goal, I think, for me at the moment is to really be in the here and now, and to make space so that what needs to emerge will emerge. So I'm just really thinking about art as a therapy, rather than, trying to make great strides in my artistic kind of growth as in a technical sense. It's more allowing what's on the inside to come out. I don't know if you can see, I painted some ducks, and they probably come out a bit clearer later, but it really has been a wonderful thing. Nature is a gift. When you go outside in any sort of nature space and you see, you potentially see so many creatures and so much life, and it all kind of just unfolds around you. And I think it just injects your life with so much joy, and just it's a gift that you give yourself, I guess, when you go out into the natural world and give yourself some time to really look and just absorb it all. It's no wonder, I guess, so many people say it's so good for us, so good for our mental health is nature and getting out into nature. And it genuinely is something that I try and do and has impacted my life, so much, especially bird life. Birds are just funny and quirky and unpredictable, and they're fun to watch. Got my two paintings that have been kicking around for quite a while that I'm going to work on, and I think I'm working on the one from Egret Point here that yeah, it's very, very sketchy at the moment, and I think I remember feeling like I wasn't that excited about doing this one, but I was interested in what would happen if I pared it back a little bit. In other words, got rid of a lot of the busyness and just concentrated on the main shapes. So I think I wanted to keep the pelican at the, I don't know if you can see it because he blends in, the pelican in the foreground, and there's a boat that I wanted to keep in as well. But apart from that, I just wanted to leave it just with the 2 trees and a couple of houses in the background, just try and make it a little bit more simple. The other thing was I didn't have a reference photo at that point. So I left my sketchbook at my mum's place that had all of my sketches that I did at Egret Point. So I had no references, which I thought I'll just embrace it because, you know, it can be partly from my imagination, and you know, it kind of gave me a bit of a feeling of freedom not having a reference picture or sketch or anything to work from. And I've been there so often. I really love how the estuary is overlooking some houses, and I'll bring them forward. They're bigger in this than what they are in real life, but you know, that always makes things a bit more interesting. Working on this intuitive painting now. Apologies for the light, it was a very sort of bright day, and my studio is very, very light, so the sun can come in there quite ferociously sometimes. But yeah, I'm loving that purpley colour, and this one as well. I'm just really with the same attitude as my landscape one, just wanting to see where it goes, not worrying too much about final outcome. I'm not attached to a final outcome. I'm just going to work on this one just a teeny tiny bit again today. I did a few little flowers. I don't know, it just needs a little teeny bit of tweaking for me. Get some fairly small brushes. I just really love this color. I've been using it just undiluted and mixed. It's probably not. Okay, I'm not sure about that, but anyway, I'll show you something else I was working on. So I was just doing, basically I did another, so it's a bit wet still. Yeah, another page to my new big journal that I started. And for me, having the little spiral bounce forces me to be a bit loose. That was, what was that I used? Oh, that's right. I just want to interject here. I used those crayons as my under drawing, and then I used paint over the top. Kids' little Colorex silky crayons, and they go on just, you can see that there. I'm going to show you that there's just such an interesting little material. Like, this feels like painting with lipstick almost, but it's not quite as soft, obviously, but it's really silky to touch. Like, they are silky pastels, and the colors are really leery, so they kind of lend themselves to working with mixed media. They're just children's, I think they're designed for children. Children would love these, but I always think there's a real art to using any material, however humble, to good effect. It does take a bit of practice, because especially with these ones, the colors are very bright, so it'd be a little bit overwhelming. But yeah, it's what I was kind of happy with this little painting. Very intuitive, and I'm enjoying working in this way, just really intuitively. So yeah, don't so much like that one. That one doesn't really speak to me. I like this one. I think what I'm liking is expressive brush strokes, and I think I've just got to go towards more of what I like, and not try and fit myself into a like a square peg in a round hole, to use a very bad cliche, because we just got to move towards the things that we enjoy, I think, with art, and not force ourselves to be different to what we, into a mold that we don't quite resonate with, and that doesn't quite feel comfortable. Anyway, just showing you. They're just they're very cool. Overlooked. Had them here for years and have overlooked them. and they work really nicely on top of the paint or under the paint, you know, flat matte acrylic paint. And I don't know if this is too busy or not. Good thing about it is I can always pare it back a bit, which I might do actually. I might actually pare it back. What I might do is just grab a bit of white with this nice purpley colour and just sort of make it a bit more muddy and see if I can sort of get a bit of variation in that way. Might work out better. It's funny, as you start off I was really tight. Now I'm feeling a bit more loose, which is much better. Yeah, some of these marks are a bit too much. It's the push-pull. Intuitive painting's got a lot of push-pull with it. You pull things back and you... That feels a bit more interesting to me. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there. Find out what my doggie's doing. What you looking at, Stewie? Hey, hello. Thanks so much for watching. I wish you wonderful days of creativity and God bless. Bye.